Hello guys and welcome back. My name is Julie. Hello. Hi, how are you? It's not actually summer yet, but in my head it is. And so for today's video I decided to do a little book recommendations. I know you love them so much and I've been reading again to give you the best recommendations. I'm like doing a list of all the books that I want to read for recommendations video. You're gonna be fed, guys. You're gonna be fed. I'm so excited for that. So today's video is the first one of many. Because we are nearly in summer, I wanted to do a little summer reads, bitch reads, recommendations for you all to be able to go on vacation and to grab some books with you. These books that I'm going to show you are the ones that I think will be so cool to read during summer. So if you're interested in knowing which book to read this summer, then just keep on watching. I don't know which way it goes. Yeah. First book I'm going to talk about obviously is Bitch Read by Emily Henry. This is an obvious one. It's in the title. Bitch Read. So it's about January and Gus. They knew each other before, but they lost sight, and then they meet again at this summer house. He is her neighbor and they are both writers, but they're both having some problems with writing, so they decide to swap genres. January will write literary fiction and Augustus will write romance, so they can try and find inspiration once again, and to do so they bring themselves on dates. So for Augustus it would be like very creepy dates to write a very deep literary fiction, and January will bring Augustus on very romantic dates for him to understand romance. So yeah, that's the book. The entirety of this book is spent in this like bitch town with this bitch house, and so I just feel like it's so perfect for a summer read, but it is not as light as you can expect it to be. Like, there are actually some really deep subjects that are talked about in this book, so just be aware. But I love it so much, and January and Augustus are everything. I mean, Emily Henry, she's everything, but this book is so good. So yeah, definitely a very good bitch read. Yeah, she did that. Let's just stick to Emily Henry. The next book is Book Lovers. This book is my entire personality, guys. I'm not even joking. So this book is about Nora, who's a literary agent, and she has a writer under her care, and this writer wrote a book and it was inspired by a town that exists. So she meets a publisher one day, Charlie Lastra, and he is the most despicable person on earth. She hates him. Nora, she's the kind of person who loves her family, but she loves her job, and her job takes every single second of her life. And her sister is so sick of that, so she decides to take Nora on vacation, and they go to this town that inspired the book her writer wrote. And so they just go there, and who do they find there? Charlie Lastra. Yes, of course he's there. This book is the perfect summer read, and I swear to you, because it is actually the kind of very light-hearted romance that is so cute, so funny, so intense, and you're like, oh my god, what? This is the perfect one. This is the one for you. Also, if you're a very city person, you're gonna love this book, I swear. The other book is the very well-known The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. Well, as it said in the title, this book takes place in Spain, so obviously very summer vibes. So this book is about Lena, who works at this place where Aaron is, who Lena thinks hates her, and Lena absolutely hates Aaron since he talked shit about her one day and she eavesdropped it. And so since then she just hates him so much, and she cannot see his face. But guess what? She needs a date to go at her sister's wedding in Spain, because she told her entire family that she had a boyfriend, and guess who offers this person to be this date? Aaron. So yes, they will end up in Spain with the entire family and her ex-boyfriend, and they're gonna have to pretend to be together. Yes, this is so good. And it is definitely the perfect summer read. This next book is a brand new release. Do you say that? I don't know. This book was so good, guys. This is Reasons Why Not to Date Public Enemy CEO, which is a way too long title, guys. But it is worth it. It is so good. So this book is about a little town where there's this brand new hotel resort thing that just opened. And obviously it's a very little town, so they don't really like this really huge, ridiculous resort. And they absolutely hate the CEO of this resort, Aiden. So he and his Mia. Mia lives in this town. She's lived in this town for so long now. She was born in this town. Oh my god, I just have flashbacks of some things that happened in this book that was so good. Oh my god. And when this resort opens, she decides to work there. So she's working in this resort and she accidentally meets with Aiden, and he's not the guy she thought he was, and he's very attractive. She kind of starts liking him, but he's the most hated person in this town, and she's the favorite girl next door. It is really, really, really cute, and it is enemies to lovers, and this entire book happens during summer, so yes, the summer vibes are here. So good, just really so good. You need to read this. The other book is another obvious one, I feel like, and it is the Unhoneymooners by Christina. This book is about Olive and Ethan, and they both are best men and brides. How do you say that for a woman? I don't know. At Olive's sister's wedding. So she hates him, enemies to lovers right away. The thing is, everyone gets sick at this wedding apart from Olive and Ethan. And the honeymoon was all expenses paid. They can't cancel it, and they will just lose this honeymoon if they don't go there. So, well, Olive and Ethan just decide to go there together. But the thing is that Olive, she runs into her future boss there, and she kind of panics and she pretends she's in a relationship with Ethan, and so they have to pretend now. It is really good. It is enemies to lovers. It's very cute, very funny, very goofy. It's a very light-hearted romance that is perfect for the summer because, yes, summer vibe. They are in Hawaii, I think. Yes, they are in Hawaii. This is summer. This smells like summer. But let's just stay with Christina and go for Love in Other Words. This is not a light-hearted romance, let's just be clear right away. It is sad, but it's beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful books I've ever read in my entire life. And what makes this a summer read is that Macy and Elliot, the two main characters, they've known each other since childhood, when Macy was coming to her beach house during the summer, during the vacation, and this is where she met her neighbor Elliot there. And they become best friends, and there is probably more, but when you're in the present, they are strangers and they meet again, and you know what they've had back then, it doesn't disappear just like that. So yeah, I feel like this book is really good for summer because it has the beach house trope. Let's just say it's a trope. Honestly, yeah, definitely summer read vibes, but not light-hearted, even though it is so beautiful and so amazing. I just feel like if you plan on reading this book, just do it this summer. You will thank me later. Well, one last book, guys, is is it an obvious one once again? Yes, definitely it is It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. Because why? Why? Because it happened one summer. Summer book, guys. This book is definitely taking place during summer. So this book is about Piper, who is an influencer, like a very well-known fashion influencer, and she just goes to these very insane parties all the time, but one day her stepfather, he's just so sick and tired of that, so he decides to cut her off and to send her to her late father's dive bar, I think it is. She goes to this harbor town, I guess this is how I will say it, and there she meets Brendan, who is a fisherman. And Brendan, he's very grumpy, and hers is just this really all too much, you know. And so Brendan, he's kind of like, the fuck is that? And there goes a very cute grumpy sunshine romance happening during summer. I don't know why, but Grumpy Sunshine feels very summery to me. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope that you liked it, that you've added some books to your summer TBR by now. Hopefully I convinced you to read some of these books. They are so good. So I hope that you like this video and that you will want to see a bit more of book recommendations. Also, these are just romance, but I can mix, you know, do some fantasy recommendations as well. I feel like fantasy is not the summer genre, at least for me. It's not the genre I go for during summer, but I will do also fantasy recs, so keep an eye out on that. It will come at some point. So yes, I hope that you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you do not miss any of my new videos. And I will see you guys very soon in another video, and until then, take care. Bye, lovelies.